What's going on, fam? Um, William Dickens. We back up in here. Um, Once again, trying to politically educate our people. It's a lot going on, a lot of moving pieces. But I always know, no matter how many of these moving pieces they move and how they try to set them up, line them up, or stack them up, ADOS can always connect the dots and always can see a clear path to our success in our political fight and the move forward. Um, I got people in the chat. We here. Hey, Miss Jordan. Um, the night discussion. What we're gonna discuss here tonight on breaking the mental chain is gonna be taking the flow out of hustling. ADOS will not be politically pimped. This is the discussion tonight. Um, ADOS done won a retraction letter from one of the most powerful institutions in America, Harvard University. That's right. People say we won't gonna get it done. We got it done. We did the work. We advocated for our group, grassroots people at the bottom in the country they built. And we got it done against one of the most powerful institutions in the country. ADOS made them retract the disinformation that they spreaded on ADOS, saying that ADOS was spreading disinformation. Ain't it something the pot calling the kettle black, as we would say in the South? Now, understand this, what we have done. Once again, American descendants of slavery has set the tone in the era. If you don't understand how big what we have done with this retraction letter is, let me make it plain. In an era of technology where people are dependent on technology, Google search, Safari, and all these other web browsers to search for information, we are in an era where we fought where they said they were using AI to identify us as spreading disinformation. They was identifying us as spreading disinformation. In this technology age, you must be careful because what they'll do to try to take you off the table is to say you spreading disinformation when all we were speaking from was our lineage, our history in this country of America that our ancestors built and said that this country owed us, not the other way around. Um, and we use data, we use policies, the effect of those policies. We connected the dot to the T of bad policies that was passed. And when I say bad policy, we stuck to the facts. Because understand what ADOS know. We don't have to go off into conspiracy theory when our real lived experience is based in facts. When I say it's cities around this country where lakes was built with our people buried under those lakes right now. That ain't a conspiracy theory. That's a fact where they killed off blacks and built lakes and buried the evidence under the lake. That still is facts right now. Don't got to get off in conspiracy theory. Our lived lineage is based in so much truth that I don't have to go off in conspiracy. I can prove everything I state. Now, and this is why this letter is so big because we stuck to the facts. And when I mean we stuck to those facts, we challenged Harvard on what they said. They said we didn't talk about COVID. Tone came out in February in 2020 talking about COVID, even talking about the N95 mask before the media was even talking about the N95 mask. Read the retraction letter. It's a lot of good information in there. But the next step we at right now is none of these some-called black medias that everybody want to follow, all black people want to listen to and call them black media. None of them are reporting this. Nobody reporting this. None of the black medias. Roland Marlin, Roland Trumplin, Marlin ain't talking about it. The coon of the world ain't talking about it. ADOS, Tone, and Yvette took the daggers. ADOS people took the daggers as we try to explain to them why they should be standing in the shoes of their ancestors, why they should be standing up for their lineage. To this day, we still taking daggers from family members as we try to educate them in their lineage, how their politics need to align with their lineage, not this everybody conversation. Because everybody wasn't enslaved in this country. It was one group, and that's the American descendant of slavery. King called them the descendants of slavery. We American. We built this nation. It ain't nobody more American than us. And if you running around not trying to claim you American, it's just because you don't know enough. And you need to pull them panties on that Pan-African and throw it away. And know who you are. And what your lineage is. And pay tribute to your heroes that laid down and sacrificed so much for you. So, what I'm gonna do tonight? It's a lot of chatter going. There's a lot of people running around disrespecting King's name, saying King was an Uncle Tom, a bootlicker. But most of the ones saying he was the bootlicker, they was the bootlicker. Because I bet you neither one of them won't take a bullet right now for the collective. Well, King took a bullet for the collective. For the collective. Don't forget that word, the collective. Meaning not individual gain. He did it for the collective. Yet we got people that's standing for individual gains talking about a man that stood for collective gain. And knows the difference. None knows the difference. Well, ADOS is here, and we know the difference. And we ain't backing down from nobody. We're going to stand in this fight 10 toes down and take on all challenges. And when I say take on all challenges, we took on Harvard and anybody else to get in line that try to stand in our way from this fight of justice, you get the same thing. You will not stop this train. Now, when I say that all black media should be discussing this, understand what they don't understand. This is what we mean when we say we can't get no political justice. Because if your black media ain't reporting one of the biggest stories in the history during a technology age where you try to use technology to weaponize it against the descendants of slaves to silence them in their justice claim, and black media ain't talking about it. Understand when I say black media. This is a group of people that do what? Report information supposedly to black people. To black people. If they try to discredit black people that descend from slavery, understand what that is saying. It is saying, my son just walked in. Go. All right. He always want to come in here when I'm on here. And he know how to open the door now, so I forgot to lock it. But anyway, we as ADOS, we got to have 3 or 4 jobs. So, but with that being said, in an age where we got black media that has to report on black problems in this country, if they would try to do that to the people that black media claim they supposed to advocate for and stand up for, and they try to do it to us, wouldn't they not? What if they try to do it to them? Understand, if they try to do it to the grassroots black people that black media supposed to report on when injustice happens to them, and black media don't stand up and report what happens. What is telling you about your black media? What is telling you about the Georgia, April Ryan, Roman? They all quiet. They all talking. This alone tells you that these people are not advocating. Understand, you can't be advocating for grassroots people and not reporting on white institutions trying to discredit grassroots people. I'm as real get. You looking at me right now on a recording. I got kids. I got a family. A few young, they trying to tell you the eight. I got brothers and sisters, nieces ain't defending me for standing up for. Matter of fact, a lot of times ADOS had to go against black media. Ain't that something? Um, hey, chat, bro, man, to get real about who we not. Right now, what ADOS is doing we what we are doing right now is building, we educating people to be able to connect the dots, to pay attention to people that sidestepping on our justice claim, on that ain't really in this fight. We got to get away from people just telling our story or finding a place where they can find a place in the bosoms of white folks to just tell our story, like Tallahassee Coach. He wrote a beautiful document on slavery, but after he got paid for it, he ran off to France. He didn't do no advocacy for justice work. We got to stop giving them people some space. And we got other people over the YouTube and all these other people that hollering this blackness. They on these different social sites. They talking real tough. My challenge to all black people out there, ADOS people out there, American descendants of slaves, whether you know you are or not, they know you are. I say it again, whether you know you are or not, they know you are. And when I say they know you are, it don't matter what you think you are not. Because if the enemy know who you are, you'll still be treated as such. So what we are doing here is connecting the dots to all the arrows that still coming at ADOS after winning this retraction letter. And when I say winning it about it, I'm telling you, it's telling you a lot. It's telling you why we don't get no results from political fighting. It's telling you why everybody is quiet when real black ADOS people step up and say things that other people on it cringe up or say in private. You see, it's like I was talking to a brother one time in the bathroom, breaking down to him what ADOS is doing. A white guy walked in the bathroom, and the brother told me, "Look, let's go outside. Sure, let's go outside." And I told the brother, "I ain't going nowhere. Not only do you need to hear this, but he need to hear it too." And I started saying the same thing to the white guy. Because I get it. There's a lot of black folks saying ADOS. ADOS said the white folks. Well, you don't know what you're talking about. The whole conversation is around how whiteness got built in America. And the fact that you will say that ADOS don't say the white folks tells me you don't really know what's going on. You kind of came in the picture late when the script was already wrote. So what we doing, what we taking on now that we won this retraction letter, is a lot of people starting to try to steal the language of ADOS around lineage. Now, Tony and Yvette took plenty daggers over this lineage talk. ADOS Advocacy Foundation and people, grassroots people pushing this conversation about lineage, took daggers, not just from online, but in their families taking daggers on this conversation about lineage. And now all of a sudden you look around and you got people regurgitating. It's to the point where Yvette did a cast Monday night, last Monday night. Tuesday, now Hannah Jones almost regurgitated word for word what Yvette said about affirmative action the next day on tweet. And the reason I bring this up, because we got to know when people haven't been in this fight with us, mean taking the daggers. We got to know the difference when somebody try to swoop in and steal the conversation. As a man, it's a clear enough receipt in the streets. We all need to face the facts. This is true. And what we are seeing is nothing new from Hannah Jones. This ain't her first time stealing something that somebody said. Matter of fact, we can bet that she stole a lot because she's a grifter. She runs around. She looks for things she can steal and make her own. So I'm gonna share something here on the stream. Tonight, we're gonna see what we're gonna get our people to see and understand is being able to understand the grift. And when people are hustling and when people are just bamboozling you. We got to be the voice. We got to be the force that stand up in all the trenches. And if we can be that force, not only can we beat Harvard, but we also can get policies that help the collective. It ain't going to be an easy fight, but here at Breaking the Mental Chain, we build warriors to prepare for the fight that lies ahead. And that war always starts with your mental war. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to share the stream with you here. And I want you to see something here. Let me go here and see. Share this. Hold on just a minute. I got to find it. Chrome. So, right here is what I'm sharing. Now, this article pretty much goes into that your girl, Hannah Jones, this ain't her first time doing what she did to Yvette. Right here, it says she actually pretty much quoted something that MLK said, try to claim it for herself. This article, it goes, she the 1619 Project author read experts from teens without telling anyone that she was leading the audience to think teen words was hers. Understand what I'm saying here. People are following this lady, Nicole Hannah Jones. She did the 1619 Project as just a way to get into the limelight, the sort of black ADOS people lives and make her some money out of it. And what she did, when she did it, she her showed you was is what she really showed you was is she will do anything to get that bag. So to me, what we got to pay attention to, and Yvette said this, people track records. To people track records. Why would you regurgitate something that King said and make people think they was your words? You see, that says a lot about her. It's no different than the tweet she did on affirmative action that Yvette had posted. You see, this is who she is. Yes, Just like in the chat, somebody said she stole the 1619 from the oil. See, once you see a track record, once you see people track record, you must hold them accountable for that track record. Because what you will come to find out is the track record is saying a lot. Now, Hannah Cole is not built for leadership, never have been, but she has basically been a prop for white supremacy. And that's what she has been, a prop for white supremacy. What we must understand, if she's a prop for white supremacy, how then do we take her and say she can get us justice? She can't. Not only is she not built for it, she's running around looking for her next hustle. So if you're running around looking for your next hustle, remember the name of the show is We Taking the Flow Out of Hustle. ADOS will not be politically pimped. This woman is trying to politically pimp ADOS. You ain't smart enough. You ain't sharp enough. You ain't built for the fight. And ADOS know you